Okay. Oh. Jean Chalit. The fuck is Jean Chalit? Jean Chalit. What is that? Yeah. What a weird thing to say. Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Okay, then walk the have a wonderful day on this 30th of May 2025. We are back with some Chiller Park Boys. First of all, I just want to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about how much I'm enjoying the season. I want to apologize before we start. I know this is a weird thing to say. I know that I probably already said it, but most of you guys will not watch the whole video. So I want to do it in the beginning of the video. I want to apologize for the lack of interest. In season 8, some season 9, I was going through pretty bad sort of depression. We're doing a lot better now. There's good days, there's bad days. And I gotta say, season 10, I'm really enjoying it. The reason why I was so nervous to recap or review them is because I felt like this was a great show that I enjoy. And their show is better than me constantly criticizing it. And it was really weird because, yes, I've watched the whole season so often, but the new season, I don't know why, I kept going back to them. And I was like, dude, this is so much shit. When I came back to them, and right now we're seeing season 10, and it's fucking phenomenal. Can I say I'm not a fan of season 11? However, season 12 is probably the best season ever. So I'm actually really excited. And by the way, we might finish season 10 today. And we have season 10 until 5. If we finish it today, I'll have season 11 tomorrow. And if I finish season 11 tomorrow, then on Sunday we finish it. Now I will take a little break. No, that's not true. I'll do Monday. I'll do the special. Yeah. So anyway, enough with the blah blah. Let's do it. I know lately my recap, my reviews are my reviews are more so like recaps of shit. It's not because I'm less interested. It's just that the beginning season where are almost at 2020. Oh, what a fucking beautiful. Really, that's a beautiful name. That's a beautiful name. Reddit dating. So, like I was saying, there's been so much that's going on. The newer seasons are also interesting, but the fact that you cannot talk about them is because the board are producing them, first of all. Everything that's coming from an interview is from SwearNet. So you know it's different also. I'm not trying to be negative, right? But back in the days, see, actually, this actually is something that Matt Damon has talked about. I don't quite like Matt Damon, no. It's at the top. However, in this topic, Yes, right. So what happened is back in the day, we used to make better movies because even if a movie wasn't making enough money, um, uh, even if it wasn't making enough money, they would have the DVD sales. Oh shit. Okay. The DVD sale would do something. For example, right? A movie costs 110 million to do. The movie in theater made 90 millions, right? You lost money. Now, with a DVD, you made 60 million. So your whole profit is 50 millions. The DVD extra, I don't think you guys understand. From season 1 to 5, Enter the Bible, there's 5 hours of deleted content. I think it's to season 6, I'm not sure. The I wish I was joking. The Trailer Park Boy first movie, the DVD, there's as much deleted extra content deleted scene as the main movie. It is mind-baffling. So you see, with Netflix it's better, but at the same time there's less behind the scene, which is okay. I don't mind. So we have, if you don't believe it, it's not real, which is, I don't understand. Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of fucked up. We got Ricky, who promised Lucy to be back and nice to her. He has a freaking, dude, this is so good. I forgot how good this was. Ricky promised to be nicer to Lucy, so he cooks her a freaking pancake, and he gives her a carrot. The carrot isn't clean, there's still the skin. It's kind of disgusting. He has her own flour, he wakes her up, and that's really cool. The scene itself is a bit boring, but the scene is really cool. Is you're seeing like, this is the key. This is the knob hole, the doorknob hole, the knob hole. Because you're seeing this. What is really, really, really interesting is that, I don't know how to say it, is the perceived notion that this is it is the perceived notion that this is not an ocean. It is the perceived notion that, okay, well, you know what, this is not filmed. So it is filmed, but it's pretending like it's not filmed. So Lucy right here, she's done with Ricky. She feels like he's a fucking asshole, right? And that's cool because Ricky is really mad at this. And Ricky is really mad at this because he's blaming Julian for this. He has a new formula for the 5 hours wheat energy. Now, the cool thing is, with this, when you actually look at multiple, and this is a true story. When you look at the energy drinks, most of these are made in lab, right? There are chemicals, there's a lot of chemicals. Look at the 5 hour energy. When you look at who created the 5 hour energy, it is a fucking doctor. It is a fucking doctor. The fact that we have 5 hour D energy, that cool, is coming back to nature. See, what I love with the trailer park is they don't fuck with pills, they don't fuck with pills, they don't fuck with cocaine, they don't fuck with chemical stuff, they fuck with hash, weed, and mushrooms, which are all natural. This is what I really enjoy. Keep it natural, baby. So we have the fighting. They have this new formula. Got Leahy trying to defend himself, and I gotta say, Leahy is really trying to fight himself. And what I absolutely adore in season 10, that I didn't really notice before, is that yes, they're all bitches to Leahy, but Barb actually is pretty nice. Now the coolest thing is, in season 9, no, this is the coolest thing. In season 10, Leahy I'm so sorry. Barb blackmailed Leahy, saying, if you don't help me, I'll tell your secret to the whole world. And we don't know what the secret is. The secret is he's Ricky's father. So he's not Ricky's father. So it's so complex. It's so fucking complex. So, it's so complex. This is one of the hardest thing in Trailer Park Boys. So Leahy was the father of Ricky. But Ricky feels like his father was Ray because Ray raised him. However, Leahy isn't the father. So we don't know who the father of Ricky is. That's a bit secret. They're doing a truck which is supposed to be easy peasy. It's not easy peasy to get shot. And the funny thing is, he shoots Jacob. That's my son-in-law. And this is cool because Ricky actually really pushed the plot that, hey, I care about you, you know. And even though, how can I say this? It is nice to see. It is nice to see, but it's sad to see because the boys being worried about Corey, about Jacob. Sorry, remind us of how they treated that shit, Jacob and Corey. So the fact that we treated Jacob better is good. Now the thing with this scene is that it's more so Ricky that pushes them to go fix Jacob, right? And we know he does it for Twin, but I believe there's some part of Ricky that really likes Jacob. I think, subconsciously speaking, Ricky sees himself in him. And it's because, it is so fucking funny because when you see it in season 8, I didn't talk about it because I thought it was kind of sad, but Ricky's like, why did you love Jacob? Why him? And Tracy said he's perfect, he's just like you. Which is really cool. And I think that Ricky realizes that Jacob is actually, I gotta say, Jacob is becoming not my favorite character, but he's becoming a character that I like. Early season Jacob, I don't dislike him. I don't like him. I can do with or without and I don't care. However, Jacob is actually really well written. But first of all, when you think about it, Jacob comes from the Collins, which is a cool family. We like Philadelphia Collins with like the Dirty Burger. Have the men crush on Julian, which is stupid, it's cringe, but it's akin to Leahy thinking about Sexion. And first, last of all, he ends up becoming the son-in-law of Ricky. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. I said this so fucking often. I'm tired of talking about it, but Ricky is the only family man. So everything that we know about family from the Trailer Park Boys, every vision of family that we have from the boys come from Ricky, no matter how fucked he is. Julian doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. Bubble doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't have kids. You know? And now, what is really, really, really cool here, and this is really pushed, but it makes so much fucking sense, and I love this. Ricky, oh my god, I just realized this right now. This is perfection because in the past, we had Ricky trying to be a good father, right? Trying to be a really good father. Now we have a Jenna that's grown up, a Tracy that's grown up, and she has a baby. But she has a baby in season 8, which is the first season of the new era, if you will. So then the whole thing could be about Ricky being a good grandfather, which is fucking nice. Because Leahy's drinking more and more and more and more. And now, it's nuts because this is also super smart, narratively speaking, but not that great. So Leahy comes in and says, hey, I got this really good technique. I don't know how long it's been, but it's proven. And then he kind of doubted the technique itself. And you could believe that Leahy was placeboing the thing. He wasn't getting Leahy drunk, he was getting drunk, which is a comfortable thing for him, but he wasn't going to the pass out level. So was he drinking too much? Was he drinking not enough? Doesn't matter because placebo effect meant, okay, I'm drinking the perfect amount. We have Sam Blasco, which is really good because Sam Blasco brought back from the last season as a caveman. Now he's a fucking Deirdre King, which is stupid. He said somebody stole my mom's teeth, and Bubble kind of admit that it's them, so they take it. Now they drag the body of Sam Blasco, which is fucking dead. Cool thing here is Blasco is like, yo, the cool thing here is that Blasco is, oh man, this is why I love Trailer Park Boys so much. The cool thing here is that Blasco kind of makes amends, and then kind of go back at it, but he had a reason to. Like, once again, the boy fucked me over, so let's fuck them over. It's not war. It's not, there's a purpose for that. Versus season 8, who is only friendly with fucking Silence, right? Now, in this one, there's a whole car talk about, oh my god, you killed Sam Blasco. And like, no, you don't kill. Now, why is that good? Is because back in the days, there was a podcast, and this is a true story. There was a podcast. So I got Netflix around during the pandemic, actually. So we're talking 2020. So we got Netflix, and I was watching the podcast a lot, but like every single day, right? And with the podcast, what I would do is they would reference the show in itself. So when they reference the show in itself, they're like, okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about because, again, I have no clue of what you possibly mean. I got new neighbors today. Brand new neighbors. So yeah, so they kept talking about Um, Ricky was saying, "Oh, maybe I killed him," and Julian was like, "No, you didn't kill him." And Bob said, "No, you would never do that." And Ricky's like, "Yo, and you thought you did, and because you thought you did, it was Sam Lasco, right?" But again, it's one of their way to sell the series. So the thing with Trailer Park Boys, and that's a bit of problem, but it's a bit of solution. So a bit of problem because if you don't follow the podcast, if you don't follow the shorts, if you don't follow the show, if you don't follow the everything that's in between, you're not gonna go what's up. You're not gonna go like, holy shit, I know what's going on. But if you do follow him, that's a complete universe. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, the Trailer Park Podcast, we go on every single day, every single week for 10 years. A shit ton of content, a shit ton of content, right? And most of the podcasts, just like the later season, are bullshit. They talk about everything and anything, right? But it's still, there's time. And even if the myth of each podcast was something from the lore, we'd have 520 minutes of lore, which is about 5 hours and I don't fucking know, but 5 hours something. So yeah, Trailer Park Boys. We're talking about how they kill Sam. They drop Sam. Sam, they lost us to death. We rescue Sam. Sam is still alive. We ran away, which is really cool. It's really cool. We're going back to the park, and this time he's still fucked. And it's so funny because this time Ricky lost a door. The last time we dropped it, he lost a bumper, and Lucy was pissed at him. And another text. Dude, I love Reddit. King site. So now more problem with Ricky and Lucy. And as much as I like this relationship because they're working through shit, it's just bullshit because Ricky keeps on pushing her. So at first you're like, Lucy, you're complaining too much. Lucy, stop complaining. Lucy, you're boring because you're complaining so much. But now you're like, Ricky, you're fucking up so much. She has the right to complain, right? Yeah, Sam who tells the boys that his mother told them not to fight. We got Barb's blackmailing Leahy, and this is one of my favorite moments. So this is very telling of what's gonna happen. So here Barb comes in, and she doesn't even come in with Donna. She doesn't even come in with Candy. She still needs the help of Leahy. She's still in it as leverage versus Leahy, but she's doing better and she's nicer. So when at the end we have Barbara, who by again Sunnyvale. Oops, spoiler. This is good. This is really good. You got the boys who have what is that already? Oh yeah, they have the thing that they sold. Now the cool thing is the truck that they have is filled with liquor and filled with gambling machine. So first, Steinberg is like, yo, give me the money, I'll give you the information. You do whatever you want with the truck. And then Julian, instead of selling them, he's buying the machine, gambling machine and the liquor. Now this would be cool if we didn't have this in season 8. So this is rehashed stuff. But again, it's not like they rehash it every single season. They rehash it once. Let's not complain about it. You got a season 10, episode 6, Unlimited Drugs. Yeah, what a title. So this is really good. And episode 4, talking about privatizing the park and making it a casino. And season 5, and episode 10, in season 10, episode 5, all the material, and now you have the confirmation. But the funny thing is, it takes fucking Randy with a bow tie to say, okay, well, his job changed. This is fucking stupid, but it works. So you have the girl coming in and Lady saying this is privatized. Once again, we plan to privatize it. It's actually really good, really good. Now, Julian's like, oh, it's working really well. People work really well. You got a couple of cool lessons with J-Rock and with MC. There's a cool moments where MC uncomfortably disrespected J-Rock, and you know it's nice because it is gonna happen at disrespect. It doesn't mean if other food fought today, it happens, you know. But in MC, I gotta say I love the character of MC. I like the character of MC. He's thoughtful, his reflections are nice. Kind of the result of the fucked up relationship with his dad. We got Julian. The problem is people are coming in for free weed. Oh, this scene is so fucking important. This scene is so fucking important. So you have this. Wake me up. Tired. It is a fuck up. This is Ricky betraying, well, not betraying, but hurting Lucy again and again, and Sarah. And this moment, this is what I want from Sarah. This is what I want from Lucy. Lucy's like, yeah, but he's trying. And then Sarah, this is such a powerful scene. We're not talking about it. This is such a powerful scene because we have Sarah that says, hey, don't go back with Ricky. Do not go back with him. But she can tell by the way that Lucy looks at Ricky that she will go back with him. There's nothing that she can do to stop it, right? Which is something I really enjoy. Yeah, Bubble. This is really cool because Bubble is practicing for music, and you think he's practicing for the bar, but he's also practicing for the Legion. And this is why I didn't make the connection in the first place of the Legional being something from the show, because you never see Bubble practicing. There's never a mention of the Legional until it happens. So Julian's like, yo, you're gonna be playing for me. Then people come in and say, yo, I want free dope. And they want free dope. And Julian's like, what the fuck happened? And now this is the best thing. Let's talk about how Bubble and Ricky kind of fucked it up. So with alcohol, you were saying unlimited alcohol, which is legal. Weed is not legal. But since it's a private property, you can kind of do whatever you fucking want. You got Leahy coming in, saving fucking Randy, which is good. This is good. This is really good. He's saving Leahy, Randy was captured by the tree. Bitch, yeah, bitch. It's so cool because this is not like a trailer park itself. It's a camping ground and a trailer park, right? So I love that. It gives a sense of community, a sense of universe to it. You see Randy, they were shoving frozen mackerel up his ass. Don't ask me why. Everybody that comes in wants free drugs. Now the funny thing is that Ricky said free drugs and he didn't mean it. And then when they want free drugs, like, no, not everything is free. Everything is inclusive. They're both fucking pissed. Now, J-Rock actually did something cool for his kid. Like, I understand that she needs space. It is funny because with J-Rock, that's actually really good writing. So with J-Rock, with MC Flurry, he tried to get Marsha to be his mom, right? And he tells him, and he doesn't listen. And then Julian tells him, it's like, fuck. At the same time, people told me, you know? So they're telling, if you need some space, you got the space for you. So like, okay, that's pretty cool. You got Leahy and Randy being back. This is them getting closer. And again, it's Leahy actually making an effort to get Randy. However, at this effort, he becomes drunker. So a sober Leahy making the effort to get Randy, amazing. A drunk Leahy making the effort to get Randy. We saw this once, we saw this twice, we saw this 3 times, we saw this 4 times, you know? So Julian is kind of pissed. People told him that was free dope. Now, it's so fucking funny. You see the ads? I want to show you the ads because it's so fucking funny. Oops.
It's fucking awesome to see it. Let me see the fucking thing.
Look at this, like this. Look at this. This is awesome. I love this. Manivelle. I love that they kept it in. I love that they kept it in. This is so funny. One of the funniest pieces of content they ever done was in Austin. Live from Austin. So Bubble wants to be an actor. Wants to be a celebrity. He's like, yo, I'll do. He doesn't say I'll do whatever it takes, but wants to be a celebrity. So then he comes in and he does his impression. So he does Pulp Fiction. He does Terminator, and he does Sling Blade. And the Sling Blade impression. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. You get the ads, and then he tells them, and then they fight. Now that's a really cool thing because they're fighting, and technically speaking, this is all that's going on. Ricky fucks up, Julian gets really mad, and he goes too far, and then they fight. It's happening with my father today. Today I had to back at my father. He said some mean stuff, and I don't know. So then Jimmy Kimmel calls him, and then the cool thing with that was that Jimmy Kimmel is a huge celebrity. The cool thing with that is because, how can I say this? It's a celebrity that's a big part of the show, right? But this is also a showcase of how big the Trailer Park Boys had became. They become an household name. I would say that's thanks to YouTube, that's thanks to Netflix. Yeah, they went to global. So by showing this is really cool. He invites Jimmy Kimmel. And this is also good because when Snoop, when Ben Branson, and when Tom Arnold come in, they can say, oh, we saw you on Jimmy Kimmel, right? That's really, really cool. Now, the interview in itself is fucking phenomenal because they're being honest. But what I really enjoy here is the interview is nice, but the second thing is it really feels real. Like, it really feels like it's an interview. You got MC Fleury who wants to leave, and that's a really cool moment for the first time. You actually listen to MC Fleury, and that's a great thing about the relationship. So J-Rock assumed what MC Fleury wanted, and MC Fleury was happy with what he had, you know? So, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's purposeful. We have this. We have Leahy being completely fucking drunk and needing to drink. And this is actually a really good, really good place. So he comes in the house and everything he does get in trouble. They start drinking. And he's like, I need a pint. And the cool thing is, the whole season, he tells you how much he needs. Now, we really don't really measure. But he drinks a whole bottle, right? And he just bought it. So now they make peace, they fix the car, they're good together, and it's fun. And again, it's something that this is something the new season they do better than the old season. So the new season is all about the boys, right? And the boys being close and the boy being together, and it's fun. It's fun because it feels like something that would happen. It feels like they would have those conversations. This is why I love the podcast so much, because it feels like something that would happen, right? But at the same time, what I have a problem with, is, see, it's nuts because at the end, this is the universe of Trailer Park Boys. Having these scenes with the three guys, it's so amazing. But we would have needed them from the get-go. Now we got them a lot from the podcast, you know. So this scene is actually really nice, and yeah. So I'm liking this scene, but it's just something that I would have wanted more. And when it happens, I'm like, this is so good. I want more of it. And I think there's also the fact that I did watch the episode before. I think I know how the show ends, and I know how rare they are. But we have the three boys coming together and figuring shit out together. So this is fucking humongous. Season 10, episode 7. Everything up in smoke. So we got Ricky, who's fighting. No, Lucy gives shit to Ricky, and she's like, yo, I need the money for the wedding. And Ricky said, I don't have it. Julian doesn't give me money. Now he's pissed at Julian. So this is another case of the boys fighting. This is actually why I was against the first episode. The last one where they were talking, like, you give me a really good moment with the boys, and then you give me them fighting, and you binge watch the whole shit. It's like, okay, well, don't do something and just the next scene take it away. Like, hey, we found a solution to your sickness. Oh well, this medication didn't last. It didn't work. Why did you do it? So they're working together, which is really cool. Snoops comes in, which is fucking huge. See, to be honest, Snoop in itself, is he a bigger star than Jimmy Kimmel? I don't know. But Snoop in itself, and again, I'm gonna get some hate for that. I don't care. Was I ever a fan of Snoop? Not really. I did like some of his songs. So Go to Church was really good. Battle was really good. Jump Like It's Hot was really good. I was born in the 90s, so Jump Like It's Hot was really popular. The thing with Snoop is, especially the Trailer Park Boys, introduced me to Snoop, which is kind of, in a sense, crazy. Imagine this, the Trailer Park Boys introduced me to Snoop. Who would have thought? Who would have guessed? Not me, not this guy. So yeah, so um, this is what's really cool. This is what's really really cool. Is that there? So this is sometimes also you're all gonna die at the same time, guys. Come on. This is cool because to me, a nice partnership is they did two podcasts. So the first podcast is they went on Snoop podcast, and then Snoop went on their podcast. Lately, by the way, lately they did the same thing with Steve-O. Steve-O went on their podcast, and they went on Steve-O podcast, which I absolutely love. Now, the funny thing is, Chili Park Boys, episode 42 of the podcast is the Jackass. So they already met Steve-O. So Steve-O has been on the podcast 2 times. So you know, but with Snoop, that's what it is. Now with Snoop, there's a lot of content that's not edited. So for example, there's a boat party, and it's Snoop that's organizing it, and it just feels real. But what it feels even more real is just a conversation. Episode number 6 was, to me, a godsend. It was just so fucking funny. But also the fact that Snoop is really close to Bubbles, right? And he calls Bubbles Bubs, and it's not into characters. Like, it's not about those characters being real, but making them feel real. When to make them feel real, have people that you already know call them by their name from the actor. For example, if you watch a show, right? For example, I'm watching Jersey Shore right now because it's funny as fuck. If I was watching Jersey Shore, and I didn't like, and he was cool with them, I'm like, okay, well, let me give this a chance. Would I like him? I don't know. Would I give it a chance? Absolutely. No question asked. Not even a problem there, concern. So with this, I'm really liking this. Tom Arnold, again, I was really rough with him. At the end, he does have a good role. It's just the amount of place that he takes. But then, yeah, how can I say this? It's a really different experience to watch a show to recap it versus watching a show to enjoy it. You pay more attention to details. Tom Arnold character is annoying. Tom Arnold character is too much, too intense. It's like you're here for a couple episodes, but you're acting like your main cast. However, Tom Arnold character is possibly the best character of the show. Why? Because he lived the fan dream. When Tom Arnold comes, he says, I watched every episode. Most of the fans already did watch all the episodes. My god, the shitmobile. Everybody would see the shitmobile and say, oh my god, this is shitmobile. You would hear Ricky talk and like, this guy's fucking stupid, right? And that's so fucking funny. So we have Tom, which actually redeemed himself. The acting was good. We have Ben Benson. I didn't know who he was. I still don't know who he is. Does it really matter? Not really. But he smokes a lot of weed, so the boys like him. Now the cool thing is that Snoop is there. J-Rock, once again, J-Rock character here, not my favorite because he comes in, it's like, yo, I need a fucking contract, right? So you got Leahy here coming to see Randy, and what is really cool about this is every time they see each other is through the fences, right? Now, a lot of people would think that, oh my god, this is so cute. The fans represent their